Hey there, sun lovers. Welcome back to Pampering House. Today, we are talking about something that's super important for everyone who enjoys the great outdoors: how to apply the right amount of sunscreen based on the UV index. So, if you're ready to learn how to protect your skin effectively, stay tuned. So, what exactly is the UV index? Think of it as a daily sun safety guide. It tells you how intense the UV radiation is going to be on any given day. The higher the UV index, the more important it is to use sunscreen properly. We can quickly check it in our mobiles. So let's see how can we do that. So you can check it in your phone. When you open it, in all of the apps, you will see the app name with weather. You have to open it and you have to select my location if it is not selected, and then you have to scroll down and check. Here you will see UV index mentioned as 5, and they are also mentioning whether it's moderate or high, so you can check it here. So okay, I know this. Now what to do? So here I have is a quick breakdown of UV indexes. See which one are you currently lying in, and let's roll forward. So with this chart, you have to see how much risk do you have. The risk is basically the sun damage risk. At my location, UV index is 5, so I am in moderate risk. Now let's talk about how much sunscreen and what SPFs you should apply based on these levels. Ready? Let's dive in. So first up, we have UV index range lying among 0 to 2. That is considered as low risk. For a low UV index, the risk is minimal, but you should still protect your skin. Apply a standard amount of sunscreen, about 1 ounce or a shot glassful, over your entire body. This is your basic sun protection routine. Even at low levels, it is important to apply sunscreen generously and reapply every 2 hours, especially if you are out in the sun. On low UV index days, an SPF of 15 to 30 is generally recommended. Now let's see if you are staying in UV index 3 to 5. When the UV index is moderate, your skin is a little more at risk, so you will want to apply a slightly thicker layer of sunscreen. Think of it as an extra coverage, and yes, reapply it after every 2 hours. Be sure to cover all exposed skin, including those often forgotten spots like back of your neck and your ears. On moderate UV index days, an SPF of 30 or higher is generally recommended, and lightweight clothing such as long sleeve shirts and longer pants could be used for extra protection. Now let's jump on to high UV indexes. That is, if you are staying in UV indexes that is ranging from 6 to 7. With high UV index, sun protection is crucial. Apply thick layer of sunscreen and don't forget to reapply every 1 to 2 hours. It is also a great idea to wear protective clothing and sunglasses. High UV level means your skin can burn quickly, so extra precautions are the key. On high UV index days, an SPF ranging 30 to 40 is generally recommended for higher protection. You can also make use of hats with brims and UV blocking sunglasses, which are really very essential. Now, if you are staying in UV index 8 to 10, that means you are in a high risk. A very high UV index means you need to be extra careful. Apply sunscreen generously and reapply every hour. Seek shade when possible and use every form of protection you can: hats, UV blocking clothing, and sunglasses. Your skin needs all the protection it can get, so layer up and stay safe. On very high UV index days, an SPF 50 or higher is only recommended for best protection, and you must choose UPF, that is ultraviolet protection factor clothing, that covers much skin as possible. A wide brim hat would be a good to go. Consider wearing long sleeve shirts and long pants to provide additional coverage. Now let's jump onto the most dangerous UV index, that is 11 or more. Finally, at an extreme UV index, the risk is off the charts. Apply sunscreen liberally and reapply every hour. Try to avoid the sun altogether during peak hours, that is from 10 to 4. Your best bet is to stay indoors. At this level, prevention is your best ally. On extreme UV index days, use the highest SPF possible and which is available. Should be higher than 50 definitely, and also must be providing overall protection. And again, you must choose to wear light fabric with UPF. Extreme UV levels can cause severe sunburn in a very short time. So, comprehensive protection is extremely important to avoid that acute skin damage or health risk. Lastly, there are some generic tips to be kept in mind always. Reapplication of sunscreen as per the level of UV exposure as indicated in the video. Check expiry dates of your sunscreen and avoid peak hours, that is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try to stay indoors. That's all. Thanks for joining me today. Bye bye.